Hello everyone. Welcome to my YNR 24 spoilers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jack's protection, Nick going rogue, and Jill and Lily coming together. Thursday, October 9th, 2025, spoilers for The Young and the Restless are available. Fans may anticipate Kane Ashby being confronted by Jill Abbott and Lily Winters in the upcoming episode. Jack Abbott strives to safeguard the interests of his family. In addition, Nick Newman acts out. Let's discuss the upcoming developments in the CBS soap drama as you continue reading. Victor Newman's shocking revelation. Let us begin with Jill, who is informed by Victor Newman of some startling facts regarding Kane. Jill adamantly maintained her defense of Kane and assured the Newman family that they had nothing to be concerned about. The finding of Jill Abbott. Victor let Jill in on how Kane obtained his fortune through Colin Atkinson's last scam. This revelation apparently caught Jill off guard, and she wants to talk to Kane directly to hear the whole tale. But judging by the expression on her face, she is enraged. Read more. Discover the events of YNR's most recent episode. Lily Winters' conflict. According to Thursday, October 9th spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Jill won't be the only person facing Kane. It appears that Lily, who will likewise seek the truth, will encounter Kane. Kane seems to be paying the price for all of his transgressions. See also The Young and the Restless spoilers. Mariah's missing and Tessa's Boston clinic shocker. October 9th, 2025, Thursday. Fans will witness Jack's efforts to safeguard his family's interests in the upcoming episode. The family is devastated that John Abbott's legacy is under jeopardy. What will he do next, then? Nick ends up turning renegade in the interim. Nick was attempting to convince Phyllis Summers to break off her partnership with Kane. Red informed him, though, that not everyone is endowed with wealth and a business to manage only for survival. Phyllis used the fact that some individuals must genuinely labor for it as justification. Will Nick turning rogue be related to this, then? Or might this have to do with Mariah Copeland or Noah Newman? Read this. Harrison's World could be appended by Tara Locke's return on The Young and the Restless spoilers. In relation to Noah, Nick and Sharon Newman are scheduled to visit their son in Los Angeles. Sharon was urged by Nick to travel without him. She might do that, but could Nick get into trouble? Fans might anticipate Claire Grace Newman, Holden Novak, and Victoria Newman ending up in Los Angeles in addition to Noah, Nick, and Sharon, so keep an eye out. The wedding decision, Phyllis's compromise, and Adam and Chelsea's reward. This Friday, October 10th, 2025, episode of The Young and the Restless has spoilers. Fans should anticipate rewards for Chelsea Lawson and Adam Newman in the upcoming episode. A big choice is made about the wedding. In addition, Phyllis Summers is exposed for being in a compromised situation. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Exposed by Newman Entertainment. We'll begin with Chatham. Kane Ashby is exposed in an essay published by Adam and Chelsea. Kane declined the arrangement even after Victor Newman warned him of the repercussions. Lily Winters and Jill Abbott are incensed now that the piece has been released. Furthermore, this doesn't improve the circumstances with Kane and his kids. Read more. Discover the events of YNR's most recent episode. Chelsea Lawson and Adam Newman received awards. While they were busy taking a lot of calls that day, Adam and I made the piece happen. Kane is frantically trying to decide what to do next in the meanwhile. Returning to Chatham, Victor will reward them for their devotion. The wedding of Christine Blair. According to Friday, October 10th teasers for The Young and the Restless, Christine Blair and Danny are preparing for their special day. This may have to do with Christine's wedding gown. Fans had the opportunity to vote on it on Instagram. Of course, this might have to do with yet another postponed wedding. Naturally, the wedding is scheduled for November, which also happens to be November sweeps. So be prepared for a bombshell of some sort. Read this. Jill acquires AI software and returns Chancellor to Billy as a peace offering for the young and the restless. The compromising position of Phyllis Summers. She is caught in a compromising position with Phyllis. Does Kane's plan have anything to do with this? Phyllis was called to his rail car by the man. Kane might reconsider his AI ambitions then? Others have also attempted to reason with Kane, in addition to Jack Abbott. Kane might be inspired to make some different decisions if he sees the faces of his kids. Another scenario is that Kane and Phyllis end up in passion after drinking their sorrows. What happens if Lily simply interrupts? At any rate, this will swiftly spread across Genoa City, and Phyllis will have a lot of explaining to do. Additionally, Claire Grace Newman and Holden Novak's vacation to Los Angeles is approaching. Thus, keep an eye out for all the drama. Domestic violence led to the arrest of the Young and the Restless star. When it was revealed today that a former cast member had been arrested for domestic abuse, viewers of The Young and the Restless were taken aback. After being arrested in Florida on Tuesday, October 7th, soap opera actor Max is said to have secured bond and been freed. Here is what we currently know about the incident. For more information, continue reading. Is well known with viewers during the day and portrayed Baldwin from 2012 and 2015. As the son of Michael Baldwin and Lauren, the troubled actor made over 100 appearances and was a part of some of Genoa City's most significant plots. A YNR star is facing legal issues. You might recognize Max from the tabloids if you don't watch The Young and the Restless on CBS. In 2020, he was engaged to Demi Lovato, but their relationship soured. The Young and the Restless actor's arrest was originally reported by TMZ this week. But if you follow Max on social media, you were likely not overly surprised. In the days preceding the event, the former soap opera star shared some unsettling videos and strange digressions on social media. The October 9th, 2025 episode of The Young and the Restless promises a whirlwind of drama, betrayal, and family tension as Jill Abbott and Lily Winters unite against Kane Ashby, whose web of deceit and questionable alliances continues to unravel in Genoa City, bringing forth consequences that have the potential to shake the foundations of both the Abbott and Newman families. Beginning with Victor Newman's bombshell revelation, which sets the stage for a confrontation between Jill and Kane, it is evident that Jill Abbott, long known for her fierce loyalty and protective instincts toward those she considers family, finds herself in a moral quandary as she grapples with the news that Kane's wealth originates from the final con of Colin Atkinson, a revelation that not only challenges her trust, but also her sense of justice, compelling her to confront Kane directly to extract the truth, while simultaneously protecting him from the judgmental wrath of the Newman family, whose skepticism and vigilance over business and familial dealings are legendary. And as Jill prepares for this confrontation, the emotional stakes are heightened by the presence of Lily Winters, whose own relationship with Kane and the broader Newman-Abbott network positions her as both a voice of reason and a catalyst for conflict, ensuring that Kane cannot simply dismiss or deflect the accusations without facing a reckoning that threatens his personal and financial standing. And as the episode unfolds, viewers can expect Jack Abbott to navigate the complex terrain of protecting his family's legacy, as John Abbott's memory and contributions to Jabot Cosmetics weigh heavily on Jack's decisions, underscoring the tension between preserving familial honor and mitigating the fallout from Kane's questionable actions, while simultaneously, Nick Newman's trajectory of going rogue introduces an additional layer of unpredictability, as his attempts to sway Phyllis Summers away from Kane's orbit illustrate both his strategic acumen and his willingness to bend conventional boundaries to achieve his objectives, raising questions about whether his actions are motivated solely by familial loyalty, personal vendetta, or a deeper concern for the future of Newman Enterprises. And in tandem with these unfolding events, the narrative threads of Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson's initiative to publish an exposé on Kane's dealings highlight the ongoing theme of journalistic intervention and the power of media within Genoa City's intricate social and corporate networks, with their reward from Victor symbolizing not just recognition, but also the complex interplay of loyalty, ambition, and the consequences of revealing uncomfortable truths, while Christine Blair and Danny wedding preparations, though seemingly a lighter subplot, interweave with the broader tapestry of Genoa City's dramas, as any potential disruption or delay in their plans, especially in the lead-up to November sweeps, promises the high-stakes emotional payoff that the soap opera is known for. And as if these entanglements were not enough, Phyllis Summer's compromising position, potentially influenced by Kane's machinations, introduces an element of personal scandal and intrigue that could ripple across multiple storylines, affecting alliances, reputations, and future strategic maneuvers by key characters, with the possibility of Lily's intervention further heightening the tension. And as viewers consider Nick and Sharon Newman's planned trip to Los Angeles, the narrative opens opportunities for cross-generational interactions and the exploration of familial bonds outside the confines of Genoa City, particularly concerning their son Noah, whose presence catalyzes reflection on parental responsibility, loyalty, and the ethical dilemmas inherent in their respective actions. All while Claire Grace Newman, Holden Novak, and Victoria Newman's involvement in Los Angeles-related storylines promises to expand the geographical and emotional scope of the series, connecting personal choices to broader familial and corporate consequences. And finally, the off-screen drama surrounding Mac's recent arrest for domestic violence casts a shadow over the production, reminding fans of the real-world pressures and challenges faced by the actors whose lives occasionally intersect with the fictional chaos of Genoa City, adding a meta-narrative layer that further complicates the audience's engagement with the show. And through all these interconnected threads, the October 9th to 10th episodes exemplify the young and the restless enduring ability to blend corporate intrigue, family loyalty, personal betrayal, and the ever-present consequences of secrets revealed, crafting a rich tableau in which every decision, every confrontation, and every revelation contributes to an intricate mosaic of drama, moral conflict, and the relentless pursuit of power, love, and vindication, ensuring that viewers remain riveted, speculating on the ripple effects of Kane's actions, the protective strategies of Jack Abbott, the audacious maneuvers of Nick Newman, and the ultimate resolutions for Jill Abbott and Lily Winters, whose combined determination may well serve as the moral and emotional fulcrum of the unfolding narrative, with each character's choices reverberating through Genoa City, shaping alliances, influencing business dealings, and ultimately dictating who will emerge, victorious or fall victim to the ever-shifting tides of soap opera destiny, as the audience anticipates the convergence of these high-stakes plotlines, knowing that in the world of the young and the restless, loyalty is tested, truths are unearthed, and the line between personal and professional betrayal is often perilously thin, promising a cascade of dramatic moments, emotional confrontations, and unforeseen twists that will leave viewers eagerly awaiting the repercussions of this tumultuous week in Genoa City. As the drama of October 9th to 10th, 2025, continues to build, the tensions surrounding Kane Ashby's increasingly precarious position in Genoa City become even more layered, especially when considering Jill Abbott's response to Victor Newman's revelation about Kane's fortune being tied to Colin Atkinson's final con. Jill's instinctive loyalty and desire to defend Kane, despite the evidence, underscores her complex moral compass, which often balances personal relationships against ethical considerations. And as she prepares to confront Kane directly, viewers are reminded of the history between Jill and Kane, where trust, affection, and moments of past camaraderie complicate the confrontation, making it emotionally charged, as Jill must navigate the delicate task of questioning Kane while preserving the bonds that tie them, a task made all the more urgent by Lily Winters' involvement, whose own sense of justice and insistence on uncovering the full truth ensures that Kane cannot rely on charm or deflection to escape scrutiny. And as Jill and Lily converge on Kane, the dual-front confrontation suggests an inevitable escalation in emotional intensity, where Kane's composure and strategic thinking will be tested to the fullest, highlighting both the vulnerabilities and the cunning that define his character. And as these confrontations unfold, The ripple effects of Kane's past decisions become apparent, especially as Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson's exposé threatens to publicly expose the depth of Kane's manipulations, creating a scenario where multiple layers of deception intersect, forcing characters to reckon not only with Kane's past actions, but also with their own complicity, silence, or inaction. And in the midst of this chaos, Jack Abbott's efforts to safeguard the Abbott family legacy take on heightened significance, as his stewardship of Jabot Cosmetics represents both a personal obligation to his father John Abbott's memory and a broader responsibility to maintain the integrity of a family enterprise that has long served as a cornerstone of Genoa City's corporate landscape. With Jack's strategic choices poised to affect not just the business, but also his family's sense of security and public reputation. All while Nick Newman's rogue behavior adds yet another layer of unpredictability, as his attempts to influence Phyllis Summers reflect his willingness to challenge norms, bend rules, and risk personal relationships in pursuit of his goals, raising questions about the ethical boundaries he is willing to cross and the potential consequences of his actions for both his immediate family and the broader Newman dynasty. And as viewers consider the multifaceted implications of these storylines, it becomes clear that the intergenerational dynamics at play, ranging from Jill and Jack's commitment to family legacy, to Nick and Sharon's complicated parental decisions concerning Noah, to Lily's insistence on accountability, create a rich tapestry in which every character's motivations are inextricably linked to both personal history and broader social context, with each choice reverberating across Genoa City in ways that are both predictable and surprising. And in parallel, the wedding preparations of Christine Blair and Danny, though seemingly peripheral to the central conflict, provide an emotional counterpoint to the high-stakes confrontations, reminding viewers that amidst deception, corporate maneuvering, and betrayal, life in Genoa City continues with celebrations, relationships, and personal milestones that are constantly at risk of disruption by the city's pervasive turbulence and Christine's deliberation over wedding details, from the choice of dress to potential timing issues, symbolizes the ever-present tension between private joy and public drama that defines the soap opera genre, with the looming possibility of a bombshell or unforeseen interruption serving as a narrative device that heightens suspense and underscores the fragile equilibrium between happiness and chaos. And when one factors in Phyllis Summers' compromising situation, the narrative complexity deepens, as her involvement with Kane, whether through manipulation, coercion, or mutual attraction, introduces both scandalous intrigue and ethical ambiguity, creating a scenario where reputations, alliances, and personal integrity are simultaneously at stake, while the potential for Lily to intervene adds a dramatic tension that could pivot the storyline in unexpected directions, further complicating interpersonal dynamics and forcing characters to confront both their emotions and strategic considerations. And as the city itself becomes a character in this unfolding drama, the geographical shift to Los Angeles for Nick and Sharon's trip with Noah, along with the presence of Claire Grace, Newman, Holden Novak, and Victoria Newman, expands the narrative horizon, providing opportunities for new conflicts, reconciliations, and revelations that link personal choices to larger family and corporate consequences, while also reflecting the soap opera's ability to blend domestic drama with broader narrative scope, allowing for explorations of loyalty, ambition, and morality across multiple settings and character perspectives. And interwoven with these plot lines is the meta-narrative of Mac's real-life arrest for domestic violence, a reminder of the sometimes uneasy intersection of actors' lives and the fictional chaos they portray on screen, with the potential for public perception, media coverage, and fan reaction to influence audience engagement and the broader discourse surrounding the series, highlighting the intricate relationship between fiction, reality, and the responsibilities of public figures in a high-profile entertainment context. And in synthesizing all these threads, the October 9th to 10th episodes exemplify the young and the restless mastery of combining corporate intrigue, family loyalty, romantic entanglement, personal scandal, and ethical dilemmas into a continuous emotionally resonant narrative that challenges viewers to anticipate, speculate, and emotionally invest in every outcome, with the consequences of Kane's past, Jill and Lily's moral convictions, Jack's protective instincts, Nick's rogue strategies, Adam and Chelsea's journalistic interventions, Christine and Danny's impending nuptials, and Phyllis's scandalous predicament intersect in ways that ensure Genoa City remains a microcosm of human ambition, desire, and fallibility. And as the storylines converge, the audience is left to consider how trust, deception, loyalty, and power operate simultaneously on personal and institutional levels, with each character's choices illuminating broader themes of justice, responsibility, and enduring impact of secrets revealed. And as viewers digest these events, they are reminded that in a city defined by intricate webs of interpersonal relationships and high-stakes corporate maneuvering, no action occurs in isolation. Every decision carries weight, and the interplay between public exposure, private ambition, and familial obligation continues to drive the dramatic engine of the young and the restless, ensuring that anticipation, speculation, and engagement remain at the forefront of the audience's experience as they watch Jill and Lily navigate the moral labyrinth surrounding Kane. Jack maneuver to preserve his family's legacy. Nick challenge established norms. Adam and Chelsea assert journalistic influence. Christine and Danny prepare for their wedding amidst potential disruptions. Phyllis confront the consequences of compromising actions. And the ripple effects of real-world controversies remind viewers that the boundary between fiction and reality is both porous and consequential, all of which coalesce into a sprawling, emotionally charged, and intricately layered narrative that exemplifies the enduring appeal, complexity, and dynamism of daytime television drama, while providing fans with a continuous, interwoven saga in which loyalty, ambition, love, betrayal, and morality intersect in ways that are as unpredictable as they are compelling, reinforcing why The Young and the Restless remains a cornerstone of serialized storytelling, and why episodes such as those airing on October 9th and 10th, 2025, are positioned to leave an indelible mark on both the characters and the audience, with reverberations that are sure to unfold in episodes to come, keeping viewers riveted, emotionally invested, and eagerly anticipating every twist, confrontation, and revelation in the ever-evolving tapestry of Genoa City.